Greetings and welcome back to another episode of The Black Man Can, a channel where masculinity is affirmed and supported, where men go to deal with the challenges of the modern day society and with our women. And most of all, a channel that focuses on helping us become the best version of ourselves. In the meantime, let people know, like the channel, share the channel, comment, give me feedback. But most of all, watch the video to the end. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Today's topic is learning to say no without explanation. This is kind of an interesting topic because a lot of the times we as men end up doing things that we have no interest in doing and letting people step beyond our boundaries and being upset about the situation. That's something we need to avoid. So I'm going to deal with a couple of ways to prevent that from happening and help you be able to say no and stay in your frame. First thing is, saying no is powerful because it lets people know you have boundaries. And most of all, givers have to have boundaries because takers have none at all. If you're a person who likes to give your time, likes to give it yourself, people will drain you. People will take from you and give you nothing in return or replenish you. So my main thing I would say is it lets people know you have boundaries, first and foremost. When you're dealing with a woman, when you're dealing with work, when you're dealing with an organization, when you're dealing with church, anything, anyone, let people know you have boundaries by saying no. Second, you don't owe most people an explanation for your choices. Unless it's your wife, if you're married, or maybe your parents or your children, if it's something big, you don't owe people an explanation. So, you make your choice, you stand on your choice, and if you feel like doing something, you do it. If you don't, you don't. You don't have to be forced to do a bunch of different things, running errands, going to places and parties or events that you have no interest in. Learning to say no. Part 3. If your cup is empty, you cannot pour into others. I know some of us have heard that saying before, but it's true. Every little thing you do as a man takes a little bit out of you. If you're arguing with people, if you're going places you don't want to go, if you're doing extra work you don't want to do, things that are not productive, this is taking away from your essence, from you, from your overall well-being, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically. You have to always keep your cup halfway full minimum because an empty cup can't pour into anyone else. Not into your woman, not into your job, not into your children, not into your spouse, not into your friends. So try not to let your cup go empty pouring into everybody else. Number 4, never say more than is being asked. It's lawyer think. I remember a lawyer told me a long time ago, don't give additional information outside of the question that's being asked. We have a tendency to give more answers than people were asking us, and more answers usually lead to more questions. And you don't need that. It also kind of looks weird. You're sitting there, oh, I wanted to be there, but I had to do this. No. People would rather see a sermon than hear a sermon. Okay? So keep it to a minimum. People ask you a question, you answer it, no more. You don't have to say any additional stuff. No. Last but not least, you look and sound unsure of yourself and you're looking for acceptance and approval of your choice from someone else when you don't say no and you add a bunch of extra excuses. If it's no, it's no. And it's a powerful word, man. Telling your woman no to something you don't want to do. It's not making you a jerk. It's not making you an asshole. It's making you a man that's standing on his choice. Being decisive is part of being a man. A strong and productive man makes his choices and stands by them. So to recap the 5 things. First, saying no lets people know your boundaries. You got to have boundaries, just like in Jurassic Park with the electric fence. Once the dinosaur hit the fence, he knew he couldn't go further. And when the electric fence went down, the dinosaurs went crazy. Keep up your electric fence. So no lets people know your boundaries. Number 2, you don't owe most people any explanation for your choices. What you choose is up to you. Stand on it, stand with it, be decisive. Number 3, if your cup is empty, you cannot pour into others, whether it's in any aspect of life, whether it's dealing with a woman, work, job, organization. You have to be functioning at your best to give others the best of you. And if you have to say no to replenish yourself, there's no problem with that. Number 4, never say more than is being asked of you. If a question is given, you answer the question, no additional information. Usually questions lead to more questions. Or should I say answers lead to more questions. Answers that you weren't even asked in the first place. Last but not least, when you don't say no, but you're giving a bunch of excuses, you look unsure of yourself, and it looks like you're trying to win the approval of other people and trying to validate the choice that you really have in your mind. If you don't want to do something, you don't want to be somewhere, you don't want to be with someone, it's okay to say no. That being said, brothers, it is a hot, should I say, a freezing day. And we're going to get hot with these playoffs, and I'm going to get into that. But I hope you like the content of the video today. Please like, please share. This channel is called The Black Man Can on YouTube. My videos are also going to be put up on Black Man Can 2022 over on Instagram. Wishing you all a great day. Take the message, share, like, and go to the channel and subscribe. Peace.